continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Keenan with the shot. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
Indianapolis foul. Elgin Baylor. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for the Warriors. Jeff Lewin. Hal Greer. Stephen Curry.
Pass to Greer. To the inside. Stolen by Noah. Here's Baylor. He draws iron on the dunk. Guys, if they're going to make a run, no time like the present.
Yeah, and it certainly, we had to expect a better game than this. It's been very ugly thus far. Not someone who stops the ball. Malone makes great decisions when he passes it.
Baylor. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Greer. Here's Ruland, covered by Noah, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And so it's Indianapolis, holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Attention to center court. Drumline. Measuring up the shot.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Noah is out there at Lewis. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Baylor. And it's Keenan in at the small forward. That's Billy Cunningham's 5 as we get into the second half. Malone dishes to Curry. And it's Indianapolis with the rebound. Lewis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Indianapolis leading by 18. Outside Baylor. Tries to save it, and the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Roy kicks to Curry. Outside, Pierce. And shot on the way. Lewis grabs the board. Lewis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Keenan, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
No, it was a nice pass from Lewis, demonstrating that he's more than just a scorer.
Here's Malone, and then Malone with the dunk.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Substitution on the court.
On defense, Indianapolis. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Here's Pierce. Cousins pulls it in. Indianapolis leading by 20. It's stolen by Abdul-Jabbar. Pierce with it. George picks him up. It's Pierce with the drive.
That's just staying with your man, anticipating what he's thinking, and great instincts on the block from Paul George.
Here's Curry. And it's Indianapolis with the rebound. Thurman's got 6 rebounds in the game. From deep, George. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
3-pointer. And they get it back. Here's Russell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Malone.
I'll tell you, proving how dangerous he can be inside. D'Angelo Russell forcing the defense to make a commitment.
And he makes both free throws. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Pierce. Looking to end the run. Drops in the tray. Pierce has got 9.
Yeah, and how about Pierce there? Immediately squares himself up from outside. Always prepared to rise and fire.
And George gets it to go.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Pass to Roy.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Malone sets the pick for Roy. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Good to see Roy knocking it down from long range, wanting to be a bigger threat from there.
The 3 from George. And Indianapolis another 3.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
For 3, Pierce. Cousins pulls it in.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And then George with the jam.
Are you kidding me? Just look at what Paul George is doing to the defense over and over. My goodness.
Curry passes to Malone. Abdul-Jabbar on the wing. Outside Roy. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Indianapolis with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Oh, yes, sir. PJ making it look easy.
Now here's Curry. He's got 6. Malone finds Curry. Hits it from 3-point range. 9 points in the game so far.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
A shot's good from Irving.
Kyrie Irving is capable of going shot for shot.
And stolen by Russell. Now 8 seconds separate the 2 clocks.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Inside. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Abdul-Jabbar. And that's 11 points for Stephen Curry. Outside, George. 3-pointer. Pierce with the rebound. Irving with the steal. George from deep 3-point land, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So with Ellis sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Green. Malone is out there with Anthony Parker. Then it's Roy. And it's Alston in at the point guard position.
You give Kyrie a good look at the rim. It doesn't matter how far back he is from the line.
Pass to Malone. over Thurman. Malone gets the bucket. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
Well, you love that there's no let-up in how they're playing. They want to dominate every aspect, including second-chance points.
Shot, high post, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
This guy is a threat from all three levels. That time, Roy with the mid-range.
Here's Cousins. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Left side, Roy. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Fires for three. Indianapolis keeps it going with the new 14-second shot clock. Thurman from deep. George. A three-pointer is right on target. George has got 28 points for the game. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Indianapolis.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
And Indianapolis, another three.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
They kick it out to Green. 5 to shoot. To end the run. And it's Indianapolis with the rebound. Outside, George. And it's George finishing it off.
You know, I like that recognition. He knows he's in rhythm, knows this is the time to give his team some punch.
Alston with the ball. On the wing, Malone. And it's Indianapolis with the rebound. Thurman's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Russell. Rebound by Parker.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
Now Alston. Green taking his time here. Malone outside. Back to Green. Here's Alston. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And it's Irving with the ball for Indianapolis. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Kept alive. The shot, no good. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Well, DeMarcus Cousins so adept at finishing through contact. His strength is a problem for defenders.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Draymond Green. Pierce comes in for Anthony Parker. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Rafer Alston. George against Abdul-Jabbar. A 3-ball. And it's George missing. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. To end the drought. And the layup good by Curry.
Curry is in his bag. This guy has such a versatile offensive arsenal.
Here's Thurman. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 11 rebounds. Outside, Pierce. Back to Curry. Outside, Roy. There's the three. Can't connect. And so Indianapolis takes this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really